Strapping kiddies, it's story time with Luke the Duke. Hey everyone, Luke the Duke, Grin here. Welcome back to One Way to Die. I figured we're a couple weeks removed, or a couple weeks till Halloween, so I thought we'd read some spooky, scary stories from One Way to Die. I want to give a shout out to Coagico Industries, who actually found that I had played this game, and so they commented on the video on Facebook and Twitter and said thanks for supporting them. So shout out to Coagico. This is awesome. Thank you for the little recognition. And I said I'd do another video, and I know it took me forever to do it, but I'm doing it now. So let's get... I know there's an online saboteur system. We're going to check it out. We're going to see what happens. God. I got crushed by a jet engine. Alright. Okay, so we're back to this, and I'm gonna read these, and I did it before, I didn't read it, like, slowly, so we're gonna enjoy ourselves. Pledges of Friendship. Suddenly, you snap awake in your bed. Mouth dry, eyes sticky, and a slight film of moisture covering your whole body. As you blink away the fog of that last dream, the one where you died, a feeling of dread creeps over you. You're barely able to recall the last few seconds when suddenly it is replaced by a pretty nasty headache. Despite the feeling that horrible things are about to happen, and your pulsating cranium, you remember that today is the last day of the glorious Finnegan Brothers Fun Park is open. While the closing itself is truly a crime against humanity, the upside is that all the rides and games are free, the fried foods are heavily saturated, as well as discounted, and there's a chance to win your own elephant. Who would pass that up, even with the specter of death lingering about? But, do you stop and take an aspirin for that wretched headache? Or make a sandwich to fill your empty belly? Or just say fuck it and head to the car? So let's see. What way do we go? We're gonna just go. Oh, fuck. Man. How to track detainees. What does that have to do with anything? As you trot down the stairs like a show pony, your mind pulls up all those great memories of your previous times at the fun park, involving roller coasters and Ferris wheels. Apparently your body was getting into the mood of spinning and tumbling because you clumsily, and perhaps subconsciously, happened to send one foot a little too close to the other, and they hooked themselves in the process. If you had any balance, maybe this could have been corrected mid-stumble, but no. You go rolling head over heels, screaming like a banshee in some kind of crazy barrel roll, and spring up a bit at the very bottom. Do a barrel roll! This great show of physics gives you propulsion and force enough to land on your neck at an extremely bad angle and snap it like a twig. Ooh! Yowza! A pitiful whine trickles out of your mouth as you lie there and twitch a bit, and everything goes black. So start over. A fucking head crab. Why are there head crabs? Why are there head crabs? Okay, the first two paragraphs are the same as the opening before, so I'm just going to read the third paragraph. Why the fuck are there head crabs? You hear a weird scratching noise off somewhere on the floor. Looking at the side of the bed, you see some weird flesh-colored looking creature with no discernible face sitting on the floor. What the fuck? You start as the thing crouches down a bit. You sit up a bit, and just as the little bastard leaps into your face, it latches on and begins to chew your face like jerky. Despite how you try, you can't seem to pry it off, and eventually you succumb to your wounds. Okay, so apparently we need to do something about this goddamn headache. Alright, let's get something to eat. What? Oh, God. You pop... See, here's the thing that happens, and you guys can't see my face, so... Well, I read, like, the bottom line, if you can see my cursor, I don't know, the you have died first. Because this game has made me paranoid, because it's like, well, did I live? Did I die? What kind of bullshit happened this time? So... Because it is kind of bullshit. Okay. You pop into the kitchen and start snatching up all the necessary ingredients for your double-decker sandwich when that new lava lamp you just bought catches your eye. It is tantalizing, and you do vaguely remember something funny involving them in a microwave you saw on the internet. Oh, no. I would not do this, personally. I don't know that I know anyone that would. Without a second thought or concern for the nagging, dreadful feeling from earlier, you walk over and pick that sucker up and head for the microwave. 10 minutes is crazy, but maybe 5 will produce the effect you were optimistically confused about and hoping for. You lean forward, almost pressing your face against the door in childish enthusiasm as the lava lamp hits an important and critical heat and explodes forth from the microwave with great force. Glass, fire, microwave, shrapnel, and hot lamp lava blasts into your face, ripping it apart like wet tissue paper. And while it does kill you pretty quickly, it was not quick enough to make it a painless death. You have died by microwave explosion. What? You decide to browse Reddit on your phone real quick before popping up to head out. Looking at the local subreddit, you notice a post with your link to your own obituary. That is freaky. That is like a Stephen King story I read. You Are. It's on Kindle. Check it out. It's weird. What the fuck? You exclaim as you click the post. There are a few comments, some talking shit about you, and even some by a few of your neighbors. Well, fuck you guys! You hit the comment button to respond about this oddity when the phone falls from your hand and your eyes go blank as you slump back into your pillow. Let's do aspirin then. What? Oh, I'm the saboteur! Oh, shit! I missed my horses. You enter the bathroom in a blinded fury as the headache repeatedly stabs at your brain from all sides. After almost giving up hope, you spot it out of the corner of your eye, lying capless on the floor behind the toilet. Picking up the bottle and giving it a swift shake, you are rewarded with 6 little pills that you try to swallow, mustering what saliva you can in the process. The majority go down easily enough, but the last one just happens to get lodged in your throat a bit, causing you to hack and cough. It even hurts a little bit as you begin to worry about choking on it. Luckily, it dryly finds its way down to your stomach. Washing it down further with some foul-tasting sink water seems to help. That was a close one, you think, as you wash your face in the sink. Hey, that rhymed. Okay, maybe you're just being a bit paranoid about that. A smile crosses your face as you remember there's no time for such dark thoughts. It's the fun park's last day. You notice a candle burning on the edge of the sink for whatever reason. That's pretty weird, you think. So, you have taken aspirin. This will negate certain biological deaths, and I'm the saboteur! So, say Bloody Mary 3 times, then run, set a trap. Or I don't have time for such shenanigans. Let's set the trap. Let's be an asshole. Ooh, 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 ooh. You've eaten a sandwich. This will prevent hunger-related deaths. Just a few minutes in the kitchen were all you needed to whip up a delicious sandwich to tide you over until you get to the fun park. But not even this mouth-watering beauty was enough to keep those creeping fears at bay. You were a little too jumpy when you spread the mustard. But it's only a butter knife after all. What could really happen? You chew each bite very cautiously, randomly glancing up at the clock and then back to the table again. Every other time you take a drink of water to wash down your mashed sandwich clumps, secretly fearing you will choke if there's not a liquid lubricant present. You toss the plate into the sink and make your way to the front door as you swallow the last remaining piece. Delicious! On your way out of the kitchen, your phone informs you that the milk delivery bill is overdue. Probably should pay that shit. Call the milkman and tell them go fuck themselves. We're setting traps. Oh, I'm so evil. I love it. You head downstairs at lightning speed, fueled by the desire for cheap food and free rides. Not to mention a possible free pet elephant. That's like an episode of The Simpsons. I said it before, but still. Holy crap. You accidentally skip over one of the middle steps and almost lose your balance. Stumbling, you immediately grab onto the railing, which saves you from tumbling down the stairs in that quite lovely solid oak door you had installed last year. For your own safety, you decide to descend a bit slower. As you make it to the bottom of the stairs, your belly reminds you that you should eat before leaving, lest that fuel runs out. Conflicted by your love of the fun park and your body's need for energy, you stop at the bottom of the stairs to make yet another important and oddly timed decision. Should I turn on the home security, you think, just in case? Yeah! Set a trap. Oh! Oh! You pop your head out the front door, glance around to make sure the coast is cleared, to step out to greet the day. Wandering over to your car and unlocking it seems fine enough, though you still feel on edge. Getting in and clicking the seatbelt into place also goes smoothly. At this, you sigh with relief. The paranoia starts to subside. And then, with a flick of your wrist, you start the car, and the damn thing explodes sky high! That was my sound effects. I did not add anything in. This is low budget, guys. Hitmen aren't the brightest sometimes, and unluckily for you, they got the wrong address. An innocent enough mistake, right? But as a result of this error, parts of your body and car are spread all over your lawn and that of the neighbors. Even those assholes who live across the street, the ones who called the cops on you that time, so small victory for you, kinda. And if it is any additional consolation, the hired killers are going to get a stern talking to for botching this hit. You've been killed by car bomb, start over. As you get ready to leave your bedroom, you notice a small thread by the bedroom door. That's weird. You think, do you want to yank on it or get on your way? What? 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 Oh my god! Okay, I get it now. Perhaps a shower and shit, you think, and head off to the bathroom to get cleaned up and perhaps choke down a few aspirin for your wretched headache. You even start stripping down as you approach the doorway. By the time you get there, you're completely naked. Woohoo! First thing is first, though. You plop yourself down on the toilet and unleash hell while looking around for that pesky bottle of pills. You spy them on the ground right behind the toilet bowl. Bastard. You try to bend and reach them without lifting either cheek from the seat, lest you spray something somewhere. God, these are crazy descriptions. These are like super fucking descriptive. I love it. Just as your fingertips lightly brush the lids of the bottle, you hear a weird scurrying sound. You don't think much of it until you hear, "Nice house you have." That sounds familiar, you think, and super creepy as you look up to see a strange green cactus-looking creature standing in front of you, shaking and hissing. A few seconds later, your bathroom is a smoking crater. I had to think for a second, like, creeper, they obviously can't, do a copyright thing. And I don't play Minecraft, so it took me even longer to be like, what the fuck is this? Alright. I'm the saboteur, but nothing. Get aspirin. What? What? Walking into the bathroom, you spot a small razor blade sitting in high contrast against the toilet tank lid. The fear begins to whisper to you again as you wander over and pick it up gently, running your thumb over the edge to test it. And yup, that looks pretty damn sharp indeed, you think to yourself while a massive drop of blood forms along the line. Oh, I'm not gonna like this. Oh, I'm cringing already. You hold the razor blade near your wrist and brush it lightly. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Is the finger test not enough? Oh, I don't like this. Just then, the bulb in the ceiling light blows out, startling you just enough to jerk to the left, which causes you to slash your wrist deeply. Of course. The razor drops from your hand and as blood gushes from the other. You take a step backward, but slip in the fresh pool of blood near your feet. I would do that too, because I'm a fucking klutz. Falling to the floor and then curling up into a ball, you drift off into the darkness as you bleed out through the massive wound on your hand and wrist. Do some aspirin. To the fun park. What? As if it were Christmas, you run down the stairs with childish glee. Even a little skip in your step. Tee-hee! But when you get downstairs and place your hand on the front doorknob, you suddenly remember that you promised yourself you'd polish your gun before heading out to the fun park. Knowing how forgetful and lazy you are, it's probably better this is taken care of now. You can't have dirty firearms laying about. You slide it out from beneath the couch cushion and begin to vigorously polish it, all the while forgetting to check the clip and the chamber. Clearly, you've never seen anyone clean a gun before, as you are merely shining it, if anything, but while you're looking down the barrel like an idiot, one of your grubby little fingers rubs against the trigger just enough to make it fire. A death most instantaneous and messy. God, that got dark. Well, let's grab a sandwich. This reminds me of that show, 1,000 Ways to Die. Except we've taken 999 ways out, and it's just one way to die. But I probably died like 20 different methods by now, in the times that I played this. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright. You rub your temples a bit as you wander to the kitchen in search of sustenance, then absentmindedly check each cupboard. Finally, making it to the fridge, you spy some yummy leftovers you've forgotten were in there. Doesn't appear to be any mold growing on them yet. You nod in approval and assume that'll work, until you get to the fun park. A quick 2 minutes in the microwave should do the trick, you think, as you grab up an oddly wet fork from the dishwasher. Listen to the microwave hum, you spy some crusty substance caked around the outlet over the countertop. You begin to pick at it. Glancing over your shoulder to check on the remaining amount of time, you jab the fork carelessly and deeply into the socket. An abnormal amount of electricity rips through your body, causing smoke to bellow forth from your nose, mouth, and eyes as it fries the life out of you. Oops. Just go. There's food where I'm going. Ooh! Ooh. Here we go. You cruise out the front door, with the fun park on your mind. Without missing a beat, you get into your car and back that big bad bastard out of the driveway. After straightening it out on the street and nudging the neighbor kid's bike, you go flying down the road at slightly over the speed limit, just as his bike tumbles over. It seems like nothing can stop you now. Born to be wild! As you pull up to the first red light, you realize that you're low on gas. Perhaps critically low if you aren't careful and coast most of the way. You press that fancy button that gives you an estimate on when you'll run out, and it seems to be enough to make it to the fun park and back. Barely. Maybe. Looking up from the dash, you see a gas station on the corner adjacent to you. For only malicious reasons, while sitting at the light, you think you should call the tree trimmers and have them take a notch out of that big-ass tree in your yard. Set the trap. In the hands of God and Iran. Oh no. You pull into the gas station and up to the pumps with a vicious thirst. While the car fills, you start looking around the inside for anything to drink. Out of the corner of your eye, you spy a full bottle of some suspicious liquid and grasp it up. God! The me in this game is so fucking stupid! You pop the sealed top and start glugging it down with little concern for what the contents could possibly be. And that's when it hit you like a ton of bricks. Liquid mercury. Holy shit! This is the dude from Spookies! But he thought it was wine, and oh god! That's beautiful. I realize that it's probably not at all what these guys intended. And I'm just making that connection out of thin fucking air, but it's funny to me. Granted, it is the sweetest of the transition metals, as some whales would have you believe. It is not, however, something that human beings should ingest in such quantities. You flail around while coughing the mercury up, vomiting in rhythm, though never ever wondering why there was mercury in a sealed bottle in your backseat in the first place. But it's obvious why you hadn't. So somebody sabotaged me. Just go. Food where I'm going. Get some gas. Wow. Once again, in the hands of God and Iran. Iran? Anyway, pulling into the gas station and getting the filling process started was easy, but staying away from the allure of an open and overflowing beer truck is not. Again! Stupid! You curiously stumble over towards it to inspect further as the driver pulls some kegs off and even goes so far as to tap one. You immediately hasten your approach, much like the homeless guys near the dumpster when the clerk comes out with plastic party cups. Sadly for you all, the last keg the driver placed down on the ground just happened to lose all sense of stability and explodes right there on the spot. The shrapnel from a keg is pretty brutal and fatal when it hits you square in the chest and face. All of these things you experience much like the driver, the clerk, and the overly eager homeless. No beer for any of you. I don't get it. Upon sitting up, I'm skimming the third paragraph again. Your throat begins to tickle, as if a small feather had gotten loose in there, and failing to stifle it, you begin to cough. Rubbing your throat only seems to coax a coughing fit to break out. Standing up and heading out towards the bathroom, your eyes bulge as the coughing intensifies and spittle flies from your mouth. Almost immediately, you fall headfirst onto the floor. Dropping to the floor... You fall headfirst into the door, dropping to the floor and clutching your chest wildly. Then it becomes on even heavier. As the air begins to run out, you pull at your own throat, clawing like a maniac. Blood begins to spurt with each ragged hack now trickling out your nose as well. Your vision begins to blur, then everything fades to black. Oh, God! Oh, shit, son! You press the flatten button on your bed's remote. That's right, you have one of those fancy hospital, but for home remote controlled adjustable beds. The bed jerks a few times, but then starts to slowly straighten itself out. You lie there and wait for it to stop moving when suddenly it begins to jerk wildly. Before you can roll off, the bed snaps in half upward, which also bends you completely in half of the way. Spine snapped, guts pressed out through every open hole. God damn it, that is brutal. Alright, well, I'm going to leave this episode here. This was fantastic. Oh, man. I mean, this is a free game on Steam. It is just fun. Let's go to stats. This is also on Android. I didn't know that. Your general play stats. So, I have not won yet. And only, wow. In over 7,000 games on desktop, over 6 million games on Steam. This is not in anyone's favor. And the most common way to die is crushed. Wow. Alright. Well, I'm going to leave this episode here. Thank you guys so much for checking this out. Thank you once again to Quag & Co Industries for giving me a little shout out. So this video is also for you guys for giving me a shout out. I'll promote your game. And I also heard there's a new one coming soon. What's up with that? I want to know more about it. This is me calling out to you guys. Alright, thank you so much. There's going to be more horror-related stuff in the month of October. I am back, and I'm glad to be back. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all next time. Look, the Duke Grimm signing off. Bye!